If you've opened HQPlayer, looked at the filter list, and quietly thought, "This seems like a lot," you're not alone. This video is about PCM filters in HQPlayer, starting with the first video with least challenging options, and moving carefully to the second follow video at the point where filters start to demand something back from your system. No DSD, no theory, no sacred cows. DSD will follow in another video. Just a small number of filters that actually work, and the exact tracks that tell you whether they're working in your system. If you're new here, this channel is about listening, not collecting settings. So, if you find this useful, a like or a subscribe helps more than any algorithmic ritual, and lets me know to continue this series. I would like to let you know that my suggestions are just my own subjective impressions and may be very different to your view. Please let me know in the comments if you have any suggestions. I am only in the learning phase of using this brilliant software, so I am very open to helpful suggestions. After all, the only person who can choose is you, and we are all different. Also, we all have different tastes in music, so your ears are the important parts in the decision. Now, the rule for this entire video is simple. We change one thing at a time, and we listen to the same short musical passages repeatedly. If you're switching tracks every filter, you're not evaluating sound, you're sightseeing. We'll start with one of the safest possible filters, Polysync Gauss. This is a balanced, general-purpose filter. It's smooth, neutral, and cleans things up without changing the character of the sound. Set your output rate to 176.4 or 192 kHz. Leave dither on NS9. Then stop touching things. This filter is not exciting. That's the point. Polysync Gauss gives you tonal balance, stable imaging, and very low listening fatigue. If this doesn't sound good, nothing further down this list will fix it. The first test track is Vitamin C by Can, from the album Ijba Miasi, the original 1972 album version. This is a brutally honest recording. Dry drums, repetitive bass, almost no studio gloss. With Polysync Gauss, you're listening for the groove, staying hypnotic. The bass should feel steady, not bloated. The drums should sound tight, not blurred. If this track feels restless or edgy, pause the video and fix your system before blaming HQPlayer. Now, without changing anything else, switch to Polysync LP. Polysync LP filters in HQPlayer are about space. Compared to minimum phase filters, they treat timing more evenly, keeping all frequencies aligned, which helps the soundstage feel more stable and coherent. This filter tightens things up. It increases precision, especially in the low end. You're not listening for more bass. You're listening for bass notes having shape. Stay with Vitamin C for this comparison. The repetition makes timing problems obvious very quickly. If the groove improves without tension, Polysync LP may already be your forever filter. If it sounds impressive for 30 seconds and then tiring, go back. Before we go further, this is a good moment to pause the video, make a note of which of those two you prefer, and then continue. There is no prize for finishing the list. Next, Polysync Short. The impulse hits fast, with virtually no pre-ringing and only a tiny amount of ringing afterwards. It behaves a bit like an OSDAC, but with cleaner and quicker transient. This is where filters start to show personality. Polysync Short increases speed and energy. At lower listening levels, it can sound more alive. To test this properly, switch tracks. Use Autobahn by Kraftwerk, the full album version from 1974. This track is ideal because it is long, repetitive, and unforgiving. With Polysync Short, sustained electronic tones should remain smooth. The stereo image should stay stable over time. If you find yourself turning the volume down, that's your answer. If Autobahn sounds calm and effortless, your system is coping well. If it starts to feel like work, it isn't. Now we move to the upper end of what I would call mid-range difficulty for your system's computing power. Polysync XTR. It's a choice that sounds different, smoother, analog-like, aiming to transform the digital signal into something more pleasingly real. This filter increases resolution and transient clarity, but it expects a stable system in return. You are listening for clarity without stress. The test track here is Olsen by Sigur RS, from the album Agatus Pidgeon. I honestly do not know how to say that. This track builds gradually, layer by layer. With Polysync XTR, the soundstage should expand naturally. The vocal texture should stay smooth. When the track swells, the system should remain composed. If the climax sounds impressive but slightly strained, that's not musical engagement. That's the filter showing you the limits of the system. At this point, stop. If one filter works across Vitamin C, Autobahn, and Olsen, you have already won. Anything beyond this point is refinement, not necessity. One final track before we close. Switch back to Polysync Gauss or your preferred filter so far, and play The Look of Love by Dusty Springfield, the original 1967 recording. This is a vocal and orchestral balance test. Her voice should sound warm, not thick. The strings should support, not smother. The center image should feel calm and human. If that works, your filter choice is good enough to stop thinking about filters. And that, quietly, is the whole point of HQPlayer. In the next video, we will move from here into the more demanding PCM filters, where improvements become smaller, systems are exposed, and restraint becomes even more important. It definitely is worth trying. If you'd like that, subscribe, and I'll see you there.